She used to bang 2 jobs. I just think me and my brother, like there's certain things that I want, like TNs. I wanted TNs. I wanted a TN hat those times. And it's like, for my mum to get that, she's going to tell me, wait, next week, we're ordering things out of the catalogue for discos. And you know what I mean? It's like that, that just made me get up and think, nah, like there's certain things that you're not going to be able to provide. And me not understanding that everything comes with time.
I want to say good afternoon to dness. Am I saying that correctly?
dness. Yeah.
How should I be saying it?
dness. Didn't you basically said it in the same thing?
First, I want to say thank you for coming down. Like we've been trying to go back and forth to arrange a date.
Yeah.
How's the tooth?
It's alright still. Getting there, man. Them root canals are dangerous, bro.
Nah, listen, dentist, bro. That's a next level of fear.
Yeah, man.
Alright, so first I want to welcome you to the platform. Like, tell me a bit about like a bit of your upbringing. You was born in West London, right?
No, I was actually born in Jamaica, bro.
Oh, born in Jamaica?
Yeah, man. I was born, but raised in West London. Yeah, man. Between West and Northwest. I grew up in Hayes. Obviously, when I moved to the country, I was about 6 years old. When I came here, I moved to Wembley, Northwest London. Then my mum bought a place over in Hayes, so I grew up in Hayes. And then kind of ventured back over to Northwest to live for a bit. Been living over there, and now I've moved outside of London. But yeah, man, I came up in West.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're writing poetry from early.
Poetry, bars, I just kind of been on everything from early. Like I used to jump up in assembly and do stuff. Yeah, like very early, man. Yeah.
You weren't shy?
Nah. I was shy? I don't know, I think, nah, man. I don't think I've ever been a shy guy, nah.
I mean, when you start to have that whole poetry element to you, like what kind of things were you writing? What was inspiring you at that point?
Love letters.
Really?
I'll tell you the truth. The first thing I wrote was a love letter to one of my exes. Couldn't have been like more than year 5 or year 6. But it's the first that, I think I used to make up little raps in assembly, primary school with my guy Ricky Banbury. Remember his name? We used to just perform in assembly whenever like they give kids the opportunity to perform. But I mean, my first thing that I composed myself was a love letter to one of my exes.
I mean, like, how do you have an ex in year 5, bro?
Bro, it was like year 5 or year 6. I remember it was one of her birthdays. I just wrote a letter. I don't know, man. Like from early, I just been that guy, man. Just writing, and just obviously playing with my words, man.
You know, do you know what's interesting about that? Because one of my favorite songs of yours is "Old Thing."
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And yeah, it kind of reminds me of just some of those situations as a man you can find yourself in.
Yeah.
But going back to like you writing that, did you give the letter to the
Yeah.
How did she receive it?
I probably just gave it to her. Like, if I can remember, I probably just walked into school and gave it to her, man. Like primary school these times, isn't it? Year 6.
I don't even know why you broke up. It's just no longer in it.
Yeah, just like. But it wasn't a breakup letter though. I think it was her birthday, and I wrote her a love letter from like expressing my love. It wasn't like no like breakup. It was like yo, like I think it was just a corny rap, man. If I knowing me, it was just a corny rap. But I know that was the first time that I penned something in my personal handwriting as well, and gave it to someone. You know what I mean? Yeah.
What was secondary school like for you then?
Secondary school was mad because I started going secondary school in my area, and I got kicked out. Do you know what it was? I wasn't even a bad child. A lot of it was I was too advanced for my age. So there was a conversation about moving me up a year, and they didn't do it. And then at that point, I was just like, all right, cool. So why am I coming to class? Because what happened was the thing that sparked the conversation is the teacher said something, and I corrected them. But I corrected them like so intelligently. It was like, wait, how did you know that? Do you know what I mean? And then they started talking about moving me up a year. I think there was like a head teacher or someone that didn't want to move me up. And then I just fell into this. So why am I here? If I'm correcting you and you obviously don't know what you're supposed to be telling me, like, why am I still here? Do you know what I mean? And then I kind of just stopped going to class, started giving trouble, and I got kicked out of the first high school. I went to another high school, and then I got kicked out just before my GCSEs.
Really?
Yeah.
So you didn't see your GCSEs?
Nah, didn't get GCSEs. I got GCEs, At that point, I got sent out of the country. I actually got tricked. Someone must know this. I've said this. I know I've told this before, but bro, I think I was 14, 15. My mum just found some stuff in the house that I shouldn't have had in my house at that age, bro. And she just said, yeah, let's go on holiday. And my holiday it was like a 24-month holiday, bro. I didn't come back to the country for a while, but it was the best thing that ever happened to me because she saved me from a lot, man. Like, I would have been in jail. I could have been dead. It was good. But the maddest thing is, I started having feelings out there. I started checking on the passport a couple times, and one time I checked and it weren't in the same place. I was like, what's about to happen here? But bro, I'll tell you the truth, it was the best time of my life because at the time that I got sent away, obviously I wasn't able to fend for myself, so it was just a case of my mum sending me money. And obviously at that time the exchange rate's crazy, so she's sending pounds down. I'm just a young boy living my life, you know. Yeah, it's a different environment. I miss my friends back home, but like I just got into it. It's obviously it's home for me. I was born there, so obviously I moved away at a young age and obviously grew up in London, West London, but it was just home for me, man. I just fell straight into a routine, started going to school. The maddest thing is I got kicked out of school there as well. Yeah, bro, I was on rage. When I was just, do you know what it is? I went there, and because of the accent, these young like Jamaican youths just thought, yeah, like you know what it is, isn't it? Like English word, this, that. Bro, when I tell you I smashed the man's jaw, bro, look, there's nothing I'm proud of because I actually got sent to a Christian school as well. It was a godly school, so we just got into some heated argument. This English boy thing kept going for like a week. I was mad cool.
And they ain't respecting that you.
But I just got mad one time and I lifted a man off the floor. Boom. And they just kicked me out. They said, listen, your money, I think my mum, and obviously because when you do it from abroad, obviously they charge you a bit more, innit? If they know, like, you know, these places, they just know. So they was like, yeah, the money's great, but we can't have this kid here. They kicked me out of school there, bro. So I started going to college over there to like it's like a private college. Started going there and I sat my GCEs there, which were the equivalent to GCSEs. So it wasn't too bad, you know what I mean? But yeah, that was all a mess, man.
So then you come back to London.
Yeah, come back about 15, going on 16. Everything was just a mess, bro. Half the man them was in jail. Half the man them I didn't know where to find them. Just came back into it, but I just came back just kind of with the same mentality, man. Like, let me go chill with my friends and just, you know what I mean? I just kind of just the same old. I think I was still just young, just kind of missing what I left behind, which is just being on the front line, rapping. I'd even smoke these times. There was, you know what I mean? It was literally just being around the man them.
What do you think, and this is obviously like, we're adults now, but what do you think kind of like at that point steered you down an alternative path around that age?
My mum, bro. See, my mum used to work like 2 jobs. I think it was 1998. My mum had a Ford Fiesta, little blue one, X-Reg. She used to bang 2 jobs. I just think me and my brother, like there's certain things that I want, like TNs. I wanted TNs. I wanted a TN hat those times. And it's like, for my mum to get that, she's gonna tell me, wait, next week we're ordering things out of the catalogue for discos, and you know what I mean? It's like that. That just made me get up and think, nah, like there's certain things that you're not gonna be able to provide, and me not understanding that everything comes with time. Just being a young boy wanting to get it myself. So in a way, it's like it's good because I literally thought of her. Like, you can't provide this for me, and these are things that I'm noticing that I want now. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, for me it was just kind of like relieving that stress from my mum, bro. Like more than anything. Obviously I wanted things for myself, but I think at that time it was like me realising, yeah, you can't provide these things. Like, you can't go spend £70-80 on a thing, because that's the £70-80 to pay for our bus, or do you know what I mean? Like at that time you got, you know what I mean? It was literally just that, man. Yeah, man.
I mean, if it's not a touch yourself, but where was your dad? Was your dad around?
My pops. So the maddest thing is, my pops I thought was dead since I was like 15. Nah, my pops since I was 21. Sorry, my pops I thought he was dead since 21. On my 21st, I think it was a couple of days before my 21st birthday or something. I got a call, someone telling me that he passed away. Some bullshit. But my pops used to be a gangster, bro. he just wanted the story to resonate that he's not living anymore, innit? So
Okay,
it had to
yeah,
reach
yeah.
us. So I don't know what he was trying to get out of or get into, but that story needed to resonate. So I've just lived that the majority of my life thinking he's dead. I think about 3-4 years ago maybe, just got a phone call and it's him on the other end of the phone. So the maddest thing is when I was born, obviously my pops was around with my mum, so he was rich at the time, but I was born rich. When I say rich, I mean to the point where my parents were counting £6 million in a bedroom in Germany on the floor. Yeah, like I was born rich, like my dad was a guy, do you know what I mean? But obviously things happen. My mum was young these times, he was a little bit older, she probably just got gassed, like stories. These times he had a Honda Prelude, I remember the car was a Honda Prelude, but these times this car, like you're thinking back to 2000 before like Raw, SmackDown and these, before the millennium, bro, like these things are crazy. So I can imagine he came around, my mum got gassed, I popped out of nowhere, blah blah blah, do you know what I mean? But he weren't about, man, for those days, for the time that I needed molding. As someone who's becoming more conscious to the world as a young man, like I'm becoming conscious to things. I'm noticing, you're paying for bills. You know, like as a you don't actually know everything. You don't know how hard it is. You don't know the cost of the mortgage. You don't know the bills. You don't know what your mum's getting paid at those. You know what I mean? But me becoming older and being conscious that I'm asking for certain things, and it's like maybe at the end of the month, I just like he weren't around for all of that, man. I just had to take that on my head. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. So you could see a direct correlation between that and
yeah, what made me get up and go get it? Yeah, man, it's fatherhood, bro. Like a lot of this, my mum even said it a lot, man. A lot of like me going off track and just the things that I got into was just fatherhood. Like my father was a musician, as well as these other things that he was doing. He was a musician. I used to listen to his music, like I knew about his music. You know what I mean? So it kind of, I know that could have just indirectly like steered me down this road as well. You know, I never know. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, man.
I think the beautiful thing about definitely what I see with you, bro, is how you're making sure you're there for your daughter.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that you're not gonna be present for your daughter, and it kind of like segues to like Ride With You.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is obviously about your daughter. So I mean, I've heard the song, and I'm sure many of the people watching have. But describe to us what Ride With You is about and what it's saying.
So Ride With You is just, it was my first full dedication to my daughter in music. Obviously as an artist, I feel like if you rap and you have a child, you kind of just do that automatically. But for me, I wanted it to resonate with more fathers as well, man. I wanted it to live beyond me. And it's just kind of like, we have no choice but to be there for them, man. I don't feel like I have a choice, bro. Like, I participated in bringing you into this world. It is my duty as a man and as this human being to be there for you. Like, I am your sole provider, and you know what I mean? I don't feel like I have a choice. Ride With You, I made that with Sangeet, one of my producers, Sangeet, big up Sangeet. We just vibed in the studio, man, and I found those pockets, I found the subject, and the emotion from it was just all real, bro. Like, I think he started making the beat first before I started talking about the subject of my daughter, but it just happens to be one of my most played songs online as well. So as much as like I do my whole trap stuff and underground, like vibey stuff, it's like that stuff resonates with people, do you know what I mean? Like the emotion and stuff, man. And that was just my first dedication for her, yeah.
Yeah, man, it's a great song. And even when you listen to the hook, it's like, the hook isn't obviously that you're talking about. But it's like almost like
because see what it is because you wouldn't expect a baby to understand. Like I'm like, I hope you feel the same when I'm riding. Like it's like you don't know if you feel the same. You're a 1-year-old. When I'm talking about it, she was just born. Do you know what I mean? So she wouldn't understand. But it's like I pictured her hearing it one day and like understanding how she made me feel. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's like at 10, at 11. You'll be able to hear your pup's voice and you'll be like, right, this is how you used to talk about me. Like, I made you feel like this. Do you know what I mean? God forbid, I'm not here at those times, but she'll know what she meant to me now through that song. Yeah, I mean, those sonics.